Hello everyone, I hope you are well. So today is our first assembly of term 5 and it's our first celebration assembly, should I say, of term 5. So let's get started. Obviously we start off in reception with Hayden in Owl's class. So hello Hayden, well done. Hayden gets the award today because he's been working really hard to improve his presentation. And he's used lots of phase 3 sounds independently. So that's great news. Can we give Hayden a big round of applause, please? What great writing. Next up is Disney in Robin's class. She's an excellent learner because she's becoming so independent with the things that she does, with her reading and her writing. She's enjoying the new topic that they're doing, which is all about mini beasts, those creepy crawlies, and she's returned back to school after the holiday, eager to learn. That's great news. Can we give Disney a big round of applause, please? Next up is Sava in Blackbird's class, and they've been doing some work on mini beasts as well. And Sava's had a go at writing. Once he'd had a little bit of input from his teacher, he showed that he could use those skills that he'd learned, so he could write those sentences independently. And you can see those here, those there. Can we give Sava a big round of applause, please? In Chaffinch, the award goes to Maya. She works hard in every lesson, and she's been developing her reasoning skills. When they've been discussing some maths, she's able to speak in full sentences using her maths knowledge to explain her answers. Her understanding has shown in her work as well. Beautifully presented work, I think you'll find. Can we give Maya a big round of applause, please? The next award goes to Lena in Woodpecker's class, and she's been making equal groups to lead into some work on arrays that they're going to be doing this week. She's worked independently to add equal groups of 2, 5 and 10, and she's able to write the repeated addition number sentences with no adult support. She's completed the work well due to her confidence with counting in 2s, 5s and 10s. So that's amazing work. Can we give Lena a big round of applause, please? Next up, we've got Amira in Kingfishers. She's been doing some great writing. She's able to use adjectives, capital letters, and full stops in her writing, and you can see that in the wrong way. You can see that in the writing that she's done over here, which is great. Can we give her a big round of applause, please? Moving on to year 2, and the award in Mallard's class goes to Jackson, and he's really, over the Easter holidays, been really motivated to improve his reading, and you can see that from his reading record because he's read every single day. People are so proud, so impressed by this. Well done, Jackson. And not only that, so he's improving, he's getting better because he's doing that practicing, which is what you need to do, and we all know how important reading is. So can we give Jackson a big round of applause, please? In Puffin's class, the award... in Swan's class, let's go back. Swan's class, the award goes to Finlay K. He consistently tries to do his best and produces work of a high standard. He's able to apply knowledge and make links in his learning, and he's done this here using his addition skills to understand multiplication, which is amazing. Can we give Finlay a big round of applause, please? Now, Puffins. Ahmed gets the award this week. He's been trying so hard in his maths. His fluency work has been great, and you can see how much he's understanding addition and subtraction and how much it's improved. He can count confidently in 2s and 5s, and they've started doing some work on multiplication this week, looking at equal groups and adding them repeatedly. Ahmed's picked this up. And he's off answering questions independently. So that's great. Can we give Ahmed a big round of applause, please? The award, moving on to year 3, and the award goes to Sunny in Raven's class. They've been looking at some work on fractions, reminding themselves of the work that they did in year 2, and he's been brilliant. He can reason about fractions as well as calculate, and all of this with a broken hand. So he's had a great attitude. So I think we need to give Sunny a big round of applause for his amazing work this week. Well done, Sunny. Next up is Daisy in Buzzard's class. Now Daisy just gets a picture of the Arbot 4 because that's what she's been like. She's an excellent learner like Arbot 4. She has great ideas to share with the class. She's a great friend to everyone, comforting people when they are down, and she works brilliantly as a team. She always tries her best in collaborative tasks and is a great team player. Examples of this include basketball in PE, the rules and routines video that the class made last term, and cheering up a friend by playing with them last week. She's an asset to Buzzard's class. So can we give Daisy a big round of applause, please? In Swifts, they've been working on fractions in maths, and they were writing as a teacher to create a school report for Ada Twist from the book Ada Twist Scientist. If you haven't read it, I recommend it. The award again goes to Azira, Cameron and Addie because they've shown excellence and responsibility, which are two of our school values. It's sometimes difficult to come back from holiday and to get back into learning straight away, but these Swifts have done that. And they've been focused and ready to learn every day. And the result is that they have produced some excellent work. So well done to Azira, Cameron and Addie. Big round of applause, please. The next award is for Callum in Starling's class, and he gets the award for an amazing comic that he's been producing, working really hard on a comic about the Roman invasion of Britain. He planned out what would go in each box, checked that he got his facts correct, and spent ages colouring it in really neatly. He hasn't quite finished it yet, but he is already very proud of it. I think it's awesome. So can we give Callum a big round of applause, please? Well done, Callum. The award in Razorbills goes to Poppy. She settled back into lessons brilliantly after the Easter holiday. Mr. Keeling says he could have chosen any piece of work from last week because they're all so good. But this is one that she was doing on dividing by 10. And she's done it neatly and accurately to a high standard. And you do need to be quite neat and accurate when you're doing mathematics to make sure that you can understand what you're doing on the paper. And also, it also means that you can check it and self-assess it to know that you've done it right. So not only that, she's tried to complete the challenge as well. So this is great. So can we give Poppy a big round of applause, please? Well done, Poppy. In Goldcrest, the award goes to Sam. He's been working really hard throughout the week. He's a real role model for other children in the class. And like Arbot 4, he follows instructions diligently and is always ready for learning. His contributions in the whole class discussions are also to be applauded. Miss Mayeska has been really impressed with Sam's attitude and his reciprocity. So can we give Sam a big round of applause, please? Next up is Afia in Dove's class, and she's created this beautiful runic nameplate. They use the runic alphabet to write a message, and this, I believe, says this was made by Afia. They all wrote similar messages, as that's what the Anglo-Saxons did when they created their crafts. She's used the patterns inspired by the examples they looked at, and you can see that. What a great name tile. Can we give Afia a big round of applause, please? Next up is Oakley, and they've been doing some work on Anglo-Saxon runic script as well. They designed and created their nameplates, etching the runes and an image into the clay before painting it. I've forgotten his name. Mr. Mercer, good grief, sorry, Mr. Mercer. Mr. Mercer was really impressed with Oakley's design and the use of colour. He persevered even when struggling to come up with a suitable image. But he got help from another child in the class, and then he was able to do it. It's great, isn't it? Using your friends, getting your friends to help you, and then you can help them back later on. But that's great, Oakley. Can we give Oakley a big round of applause? In Heron's class, the award goes to Ruby, and she's been working so hard, and she takes responsibility for her reading record. She comes into school, talks enthusiastically about what she's been reading at home, and she's even made comparisons between books that she has at home and books that we have in school. Not only that, her reading is becoming more confident and fluent. That's what happens when you practice more. You get better at it. So she's beginning to match her great understanding with her decoding skills. It's so important. 2 people this week have got awards for reading, and reading is so important. It's that key skill that we learn at primary school and that we all need to make sure that we continue practicing. So can we give Ruby a big round of applause for working hard on this? In Eagles, the award goes to Josie for her fantastic work in geography and history. They've been learning about the Vikings, and they learnt about where the Vikings came from and where they invaded and settled in Britain. Josie really carefully copied her own map to show this, and even got onto the challenge activity of finding towns and cities in the UK today that were named by the Vikings. And you can see that here. So she's got a map that she drew first of all, and then she's done a tracing over the top, and so she can lift it up to see what the work is, so you get more detail from the map. It's called an overlay, and she's done that there. It's amazing. Can we give Josie a big round of applause, please? Well done, Josie. In Sandpipers, they've been doing work on the Vikings as well, and Casey deserves the award for her brilliant newspaper article, which she did based on the Norse myth Freya and the goblins. Casey then retold the story in interview form. She successfully conveyed the character throughout that, and her headline is very effective. A bit of alliteration there. Freya's famous fiasco. Freya's famous fiasco. Oh, brilliant. Can we give Casey a big round of applause, please? Last up today is Hibba in Magpie's class. She's like our but one. She's always ready, willing and able to think about her learning. She takes responsibility for her learning, making sure to listen carefully to instructions so that she can complete tasks correctly. Alongside this, she's confident in then editing and improving her work, making sure it is the best it can be. It's great to see how much pride she takes in her work. Keep it up, Hibba. Well done. Okay, so that's it for this week for our celebration assembly. Remember, next week it could be you. Make sure you're working really hard. This week, hopefully we'll have a great week. The sun will come out and we'll get that opportunity to play outside and work really hard in class. So I'll see you around school. Take lots of care. See you all soon. Bye. See you. Bye. Bow, 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 bow.